guys, it's Dave and Derek, and we're coming at you again with another video just like we promised this week. And the topic that we want to discuss with you guys is why should you buy a VSI Hydroseeder?
So when we designed our Hydroseeders, I was out in the field using them for years. What we did was we took everything that I wanted in a Hydroseeder, every problem that I came across, every extra feature that I wanted. We took it and we incorporated it into our designs to make it an easier product for you guys to use.
So the first thing that we want to cover, is our quality of our powder coating and our skid designs. All of our skids are fully welded with full fork pockets, and that means that your forks are fully enclosed when they're lifting the machine. There's no cutouts that you slide into when you're lifting them. You can be 100% certain that it is safe to move your machine. And going on with that is our powder coating. All of our skids are completely media blasted, acid washed, epoxy primed, and then powder coated. So basically, we don't skip any steps along the process for you guys, only bringing the highest of quality for you. If our 110 gallon and 200 models are almost identical, and they incorporate front load fork pockets on them. The 300 and 400 gallon units are really nice because we offer two loading locations for them. You can either lift them from the front or from the side, and one really nice feature of those units is that they're designed to fit in the back of an 8-foot bed with the tailgate closed.
Which is really handy for the guys who don't own a flatbed or anything like that.
Exactly. Makes transporting them really easy. As far as tie-down locations on our units, they all incorporate D-rings into them, whether you're strapping them down to your flatbed trailer into your bed. And they also have angle iron feet welded onto them that you can bolt them directly down to whatever you're transporting them on.
So what we did with with all of our designs is we tried to make them as compact as possible. So if you're putting it in a tool cap for our smaller units, or the trucks with the 300 and the 400, and what we did with our bigger units, the 500 to the 1000, was we side mounted them so that they take up as little space as possible on your flatbed or your trailer, whatever you're putting it on. That way you have more room to haul your materials like your mulch and your seed.
One really nice thing that we did to eliminate all the problems of corrosion is we use all poly parts. That encompasses the tank, the pumps, and the plumbing system. So when you guys are out using them, you don't have to worry about any of that corrosion building up. It makes the systems honestly maintenance free. One big benefit to our units is that they're jet agitated, so there's no moving components in them other than the engine and the impeller. So basically the maintenance that you have to do on them is just regular interval changes on your oil and flushing them out when you're done.
And one nice thing we went to with all of our parts is we did flanged or cam lock parts. So if you ever have a problem or if a hose ever plugs up, which they rarely do, you can take it off either with the cam lock, all you do is flip the levers and take it off, or it's a flanged part, you just unscrew it, take it off, clear your plug, replace your part, whatever you're doing, put it back on, you're good to go. There's no threading. A lot of the other companies put threaded parts on. They're not easy to change out, they're not easy to line up. If you break it, there's a lot of work involved.
Exactly, so basically, all of our parts, whether you need to get at them, are easily accessible versus threading. If you had a part break in the middle of your plumbing system somewhere, you'd have to unthread all the individual pieces to get to it. With the flange parts, we completely bypass that process, and you can access any parts you need at any point in time. In-field repairs are really rare, but downtime costs a lot of money, and that's one way that we've found a solution to get around it. The biggest thing probably, when we talk about cam locks, is our gun systems. I'm gonna let Derek talk to you a little bit about that since he's used them.
Yep. So this is the gun we use on all of our VSI Hydroseeders. It's cam locked on both sides. We incorporated a swivel with our gun. So as you're dragging your hose around and your hose is flopping and kinking, this should take all that out of there. This rotates for you, so the gun is easier to control as you're spraying your hydroseed. All of our tips are also cam locked. We have an 1.25" tip in here right now, the 50 degree. It's really good for open areas, really good for when you're doing yards or commercial jobs. But when you're doing up next to a building or up next to a sidewalk, it's really easy to just take it out, replace it with a smaller 1" 80 degree tip. We call it the cutting tip. You just put it in and you're good to go. You can spray, there's less splatter because there's less flow. It's really nice for cutting around sidewalks and houses.
You know, and the gun, like Derek mentioned, is fully cam locked to the hose section. So when you're hydroseeding and you're dropping hose sections as you're going, everything's easy, just pulling it apart, hooking up the next hose section. If you guys get multiple hose sections from us, they're all assembled, ready to go, put them together, and you're good. So one really nice thing is that we're Honda certified. And what that means is that Honda comes and does all the testing on all of our units that we're launching. They come and they do vibration testing, engine temperature testing, oil temperature testing, stress testing on all of our units. Everything that we do is required to go through a 1 hour long process to make sure that we're within all the parameters that Honda wants us to be. And in reward for that, we can offer you guys a 3-year full commercial warranty on all of your engines. So if anything were ever to fail on the engine itself, as long as you guys take it to a Honda certified mechanic, it's going to be covered under that warranty.
And going further than that, all of our machines are warranted for 3 years. If under normal use, if one of our parts fails on you or something goes wrong, we'll replace it for free, we'll overnight you the part. We want to make sure that you stay up and running, you're able to use your equipment every day. This won't go wrong much, obviously, but
the biggest thing that we offer for you guys is customer service. Honestly, we know that from using other companies' products, when you can't get something when you need it, it's hurting your overall margin of your product. So we're dedicated to keeping you guys moving, and we're dedicated to your success as a company. And as we go along in these videos, we're going to outline more things. I think the next one that we're going to be talking about is our 110 unit and all of its features.
Yep.
So I hope you guys look forward to that. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. Check out Facebook, vsinnovation.com. If you guys have any questions, info@vsinnovation.com, and we'll be talking to you.